ahora sí, let's go, family. Familia, bendiciones, blessings, my family. I miss you a lot, man. I'm back. I'm back. I know, I'm so sorry. I've been traveling for the past few weeks, but now we are so back and with a lot of things, to talk to you about. There were I was traveling with a lot of traders from basically all over the world, from Venezuela, Argentina, from the United States. I was with Patrick Lovelace, with Blake from PB Trading. It was an awesome trip with the people of Alpha Futures, and the reality is that it was a trip that give me the opportunity to interact with traders from all over the world and from all different levels of trading, and it was so good. I always love to talk about trading with people with the same mentality, with the same goals, and it was so cool. But I miss you, bro. So I miss to be here. I love what I do, and I know today we're going to have an awesome day. Also, these past few days has been really interesting in the index, and I know you want to see the charts, but first of all, let's give a huge shout out to our sponsor. Those are the guys that made possible for us to be here. Shout out to TradeSella, shout out to Apex Traders Funding. If you want the best discount, use the code CF20 on TradeSella. You get 20% off. Shout out to all our beautiful sponsors, because it's thanks to them that we can be here every single day, sharing with you guys, our experience, and yeah. So let's hop into the charts. And let's talk a little bit of trading. First of all, how are you guys, man? I want to hear you. How are you? I miss you. ¿Quién está por ahí? Justin Tejada from Puerto Rico. Where you see me from? Alpha is the best. I love Alpha. I really love Alpha Futures. And hey, today they are launching. If I'm not mistaken, today they are launching on the Alpha Trader platform. I want to try that platform. Also, I don't know. Do we have a code for the discount today on Alpha Futures? You don't know? My beautiful producer Anthony. I think I saw something on, but I don't know if we have a code for that. Anyways, I think they're running like a really nice discount today. So look at this. Like we were like a rocket on Nasdaq for the past few weeks, and for the first time now we are seeing a little bit of weakness. But as soon as you zoom out, you can notice that, bro, this is nothing. The price has do nothing. But from a liquidity cycle perspective, you have to be clear of something. The price took external range liquidity. When the price broke this past high, basically it completed the external range liquidity phase of the cycle. So the next part is go to the internal range liquidity. The only problem with the internal range liquidity is that the move up was so strong that it made a lot of fair value ups. You got one here, one little here, and one here. And most of the people think that the price has to go really deep to continue. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Nasdaq don't give a damn about what do you think. The reality is that the price just hit yesterday the first internal range liquidity, the first imbalance here. So look how the price react, and this is the weekly chart. Look how the price react as soon as it touches that imbalance on the weekly. All the way here. And yes, this candle is still open in 2 days for the closing, but from what I'm seeing a lot of rejection so far since the price took that internal range liquidity. So of course the price can go all the way down to this area. It will be a discount zone. We got the imbalance, we got the previous high as a, now it will be a support. It was a resistance, now it will be a support. Yeah, this area is really good, but the reality is that the price already took an internal range liquidity. That means that the price can easily keep going up. You know what I mean? It can easily keep going up. So I will not be married to any direction, but something that I learned from Charles Dow is that the volume confirms the intent. So that means that, man, they are buying. Market makers are buying, and they are buying really strong. So that means that I would rather take an ugly setup in favor of the volume than a beautiful setup against it. So that is one of my main laws. So yes, I want to see that. What do you think about the divergence with the ES? Let me see that divergence. I want to see that because that is one of my main keys, especially when I'm having a entry point. So okay, on the weekly I don't have high divergence. I think you are talking about lower time frames, but I'm not there yet. But we are getting there. Okay, so just be patient. So this is what I'm seeing right now. Okay, yes, we are downtrending, but as soon as we took that previous weekly low, this is a really important zone of liquidity, and then we get to a internal range of liquidity. This is when the magic happens. This is and that is true too. We got earnings. So yeah, we got to be careful with that. We got earnings too. So this is what happens. The price took that previous weekly low. It get to the internal range liquidity, and then it got a lot of rejection. And this is where the magic happens. This is what is called fractal correlation. In the lower time frames, in the higher time frames, it says, okay, I took an internal range of liquidity of the weekly. That means that it should go to take the all-time highs because that is the external range of liquidity on the weekly. But what is saying the lower time frames? And this is interesting because now, let's see, in the 4 hour, you can see that the price took an external range of liquidity. That means it should go to an internal range of liquidity. And I don't want you just to focus on the fair value gaps here on the 4 hours because there's almost none, only one here, really small. What I want you to focus is in the direction. If I took an internal range of liquidity, it should took a internal range of liquidity. That means that the price should go up. In the weekly, it took internal, so it should go up. We now have two different kind of fractals on timestamps that are telling me that the price should go up. Okay, and then when I go to the smaller structure, or what Charles Dow called the minor structure, let's say 15-minute charts, now we are seeing the price breaking structures. So we are seeing where the price make a low, now it make a higher high, and then it make a higher low, and then London did a higher high. They are not displacing, it's not that strong. That means that it could easily reject this area and still go back and do a more deep discount. But now we are start to seeing some rhythm. I don't know if you know what I mean. Now we are seeing like, okay, everything is like getting aligned, and this is really powerful when you analyze this way. So you have the context of the macro, you have the context of everything what is happening in the higher time frames and in the lower time frames, and you will have context, like real context. Now I want to take a look at the levels, my past levels of the macro flow, because those are really important levels. And this is where the things get a little bit sketchy, because okay, we are right now in a max pain, and this is not so good. But actually we got this major cold one open interest in this area. So what I am expecting is the price to go to that open interest area. Okay, this area. We are in the positive gamma. If we got a positive gamma, if we have a long gamma, we might expect some kind of rejection here, and then we can see the price go all the way to some of the levels. During the session, we are going to actualize the levels so we can have the 0 DTE levels that are the ones that are going to affect the price today, and from there we can make more informed decisions. But I would love to see the price, let's say I'm taking these lows, maybe rejecting this major cold wall here, volume cold wall, using as a support, and then go all the way up to the open interest. From there we can see if the price breaks, or if it rejects. If it breaks and uses as a support, we can take long positions there. If the price rejects here, making a failure of displacement of these highs, we might see a good sell setup towards these zones over here. It all going to depend on how is the market regimen. Okay, for me, the market regimen is really important because it tells me how the market makers are going to behave. Like, I don't remember if it was on Monday, yesterday, and Monday exactly. Monday and yesterday we got long short gamma on the market maker with risk off. That means that they are going to do this cascade effect. And look how the price moved. The price reject a zone and it just cascade all the way to the internal range of liquidity. So I'm sorry. I still have a little bit of cough from the last time. So yesterday we see how the price went all the way to this area that it was a major cold wall. It rejected. It gave us a beautiful SMT setup, and then it went all the way to the internal range of liquidity. And as I told my community, when the price hit the internal range liquidity, be careful, because we might see some buys, and that is exactly what happens. As soon as the price touches the internal range of liquidity of weekly, we then start the buyers getting in really aggressive, and they basically absorb all the selling pressure from the open. So yeah, we might be seeing a change in the state of delivery right now. We might be seeing some kind of change right now on how the price is getting delivered from the past 2-3 days. So at this point, do you have any question at all? Do you have any question? Let me read the chat. Feel strong. Exactly, Mesh. It's really strong. Amy, what do you think about the divergence? Okay, let me see that divergence. I haven't seen that divergence. Let me get this on the 15. I'm sorry. Okay, now I see it. Now I see the divergence right here. Yeah. The only problem that I have with that divergence is a bearish divergence, but at the same time we got a low resistance liquidity from here. You got low resisting highs. So this is a liquidity, basically a liquidity pool, where we got liquidity resting in all those highs that hasn't been taken. And sometimes when the price rejects and go to take that liquidity, it go really strong to take all the liquidity at the same time. We are seeing more strange in the more strength. I'm sorry with my English. Sorry with my English. I'm sorry. We are seeing more strange strength. Ah man, that word, man. Estamos viendo más fuerza, more strength on the Nasdaq, but we have to be careful, especially with the news about one of my friends was telling me about the oil today. Hey Marco, my brother. Today is going to be the let me read you this. At 10:30 a.m. is the EIA crude oil. So the thing is that the API has been reported a massive drop on the barrels of oil, and what happened is if that hits, more than expected, we might see a rebound on the oil and seeing some pressure, some selling pressure on the index. I don't know. I'm just looking at the Bookmap right now, and you can see that we are having some selling pressure. I don't know if this is some kind of sell the rumor by the news or vice versa, but yeah, right now we are seeing some selling pressure. If that happens, if we see the oil rebounding, we might see some sells on the index. But if it goes out better than expected, yes, we might see a continuation to the upside on the index too. Also, we have the price in the 17 is good for buys, especially if it keeps going down from this last push. If it goes all the way down to the 16 level, it will be good for the index. The only problem is that in the 1 hour and the 4 hour charts on the VIX, you can see that the price is kind of trending high, doing higher highs and higher lows, and then it's respecting this area a lot. And I don't like that, because if the price goes up and the volatility gets higher, we might see maybe a flash crash. And right now I like to buy. Buying the Nasdaq is really easy. So yeah, if I see like the price is rejecting this area and it continues to go up, yeah, don't play against the volatility and the volume. If you want to sell, just keep selling. So, but now we have a lot of information. Now we have data and we can make informed decisions. Hit the like button. Yes, please hit that like button. Okay, send screenshot to description. Of course. Yo, brother AB. Marco, my brother. What is Gamma on Bookmap today? Yeah, we are going there. Morning gold sold off. That is good for the index actually. 100% bull soon. That's what I think. I think what I'm seeing is that everything is getting aligned for buys, but we have to be patient. You have to be patient, and we don't just want to hop in just because, as I told you, I rather prefer to take an ugly setup in favor of the volume, of the momentum, than taking a beautiful, perfect A plus setup against the volume and the momentum. They usually don't work. To explain this, in a more understandable way, if I have a buying momentum, I have a lot of volume of buyer aggressors, I can have the best selling setup, and I will not take that sell setup because we don't have the backing of the dealers to have a good trade. You don't want to trade against the market. You want to go with the market. Saludo a Marquito desde Argentina. Oye, familia, bendiciones. Néstor, familia. Oye, estuve con un par de muchachos de Argentina en Costa Rica. I was with few guys from Argentina in Costa Rica with Fede and with Banger from Argentina. Really nice guys, man. Those guys were awesome. I only want a coffee. You will have one. You will have one. I love you, brother. So, what I want to do today is just wait for the market open, see how my levels recalculate. But I would love to take a buy position, maybe from the major call wall here, or even the high volume level on the 1DT. This high volume level could be a support. We might see some buying just from here, and we have to be careful here with the open interest. So that is basically what I'm seeing right now. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Right now we are going to take a look to the Bookmap and see where are the liquidity. Okay, now we are going to see the liquidity. Okay, so the cumulative volume delta right now is leaning towards the buyer aggressors. We're seeing some buying aggressors. They are controlling really well the sellers. Yes, we're seeing some big sellers, but at the same time, we are having a lot of absorption with buyer aggressors, and that means that they are controlling right now those movements. So I'm not worried right now because of the sellers, because we have a lot of control from the buyers right now. Where is the major liquidity? Let's see if we got something interesting. Okay, and the reality is that we have only two major liquidities, one in the 29,175 right here. 29,175, that's the New York highs. And we got the 29,025. That is really close to the cold one. I'm gonna show you the charts real quick. So the 21,175 is this area. That means that is these Asian highs, these New York highs right here. Over this area, we got liquidity over here. And then the 29,005 is right here, just on the major cold one. So can't you see how those level of liquidity have the congruence with the gamma levels? Those are my gamma levels. This area, those are my gamma levels. You see how the liquidity and the gamma are really correlated? That is really interesting. When I see that, that means that those areas, we want to take a look at it, because they might be some of reaction. La leyenda, pura vida. Oh, bro, I love that word. Everywhere that every single place that I was on Costa Rica, they always say that, pura vida. That was a really awesome place. Dímelo, baby. Yes, sir. Viendo la vida fresh. Let's go. The zone of the 28,842 could be important, that it go for that liquidity, the 28,842. I'm sorry. 842. It's this level right here. It's basically these levels. These are the previous Asian session lows. Yeah, it could go there. Let me see if we see some liquidity there. Actually, what I have there is the point of control. Really close to that level is the point of control. I don't see any liquidity, like important liquidity. I don't see anything right there. So for me, it's not an important level of liquidity because actually there's no liquidity at all right there. But in the 75 to the 850, we got some diversified liquidity. Actually, all the way from the 975 to the 900, we got this is you can call it an iceberg. You can see that we have a lot of like divided orders: 23, 23, 20, 24, 24, 15, 27, 20, 20, 10. And this might act as a support, and is actually the high volume level on the volume profile is the point of control. So it can easily go there. Okay, and now you see there's some selling pressure there. It's going for that 100, and I think that is a spoof. No, that's not a spoof at all. That's real. Yeah, I think it's going for that order, that big 111 order right there. That's the 29030. That's really close to the major call one that I was telling you guys. Okay, so we're about to open. Let me see some questions. You can look at the early. You say, no, brother, I don't trade Forex. How you put this liquidity in gamma from Bookmap? Okay, so the gamma levels is not from Bookmap. The gamma levels is from Macroflow. That is a platform that I use for the gamma levels and the option markets data. On the Bookmap, I see the liquidity. The Bookmap is to see the liquidity, how the price go to that liquidity levels. Those are liquidity levels. On the Macroflow is the gamma levels. Okay, sometimes as you see they are correlated. You see that the big levels of liquidity are correlated with some gamma levels, and that is because because those are really important zones. Okay, let me see what happened. Okay, 1 minute to the market open. I'm going to go to the lower time frames and let's see how this behave. And yes, we are going to win today, brother. Do you use deep charts? I was in conversation today with Riz. I think I might start using deep charts. Yeah, I think I will use it really soon. Okay, market opens, strong buys. Let's see how this behave. So usually, Professor Dominic, I don't trade on the minute stay when we have the what happened here? Yeah, usually I don't trade on this day because sometimes it get a bit sketchy on the AM session because of that 2 p.m. News. But yeah, we might see some opportunity. Look this. But it's going up, but it's leaving a lot of liquidity in this area. I don't like this because sometimes when this happens, it go really strong to the downside to take that liquidity. Let's see what happens here. If you have some questions, feel free to ask. Look this, this is beautiful. Look how it's going to take that liquidity. I don't like those levels. This might be kind of like a magnet for the price. But the buyers are really strong. You can see it here, like the volume when the buyers get in is really strong. So they are fighting the good fight right now. Yeah, they are fighting the good fight. Like buyers are getting in, you know. I'm just waiting a few minutes. Let me see how this is behaving. Yeah, one more minute is okay. So yeah, the Bookmap is a paid platform. This is an order flow platform. Here, you can see like real-time orders getting in the market. You can see the liquidity. Those like red to orange levels, those are liquidity levels. Those are resting orders. You can see the volume of the orders. Those are not executed. Those are limit orders. So this is liquidity. Those level doesn't move the price, but they tend to act as a magnet. The volume dots, the bubbles are the market orders. Those are the aggressors, and you can see when they are gaining strength or they are losing it by the volume. Okay. Like now, I'm seeing the sellers like gaining more fuerza, more strength. And yeah, they might go for that liquidity. But you see the difference now? How there were a lot of liquidity and now they took all the orders. Now we only have two, this and this one, in this level right now. And the big one on the 29030 level. Sorry guys. I don't think. Yeah, these are spoofing. Yeah, these are spoofing. The orders that goes in and go out. Yeah, those are spoof like this. But the big one, I don't think is a spoof because it has been there a long time. Usually, spoof doesn't last that long, so I think the big order is real. And it's really close to a gamma level, so yeah, it has some correlation right there. The price is getting to my level. Let's see how the price react. See, oh, but the dealers are on short gamma. Interesting. Yeah, we have short gamma. It's really probable that the levels are not going to get respected. Okay, now the price is going to my level. Okay. Look how the price is going for that level right there. Whoops. Liquid resistance. It seems to be a liquid resistance. You see how the price is like trying, and then like here the seller got absorbed. Let's see if it has continuation. It took that liquidity. Nice. Let's go to the chart. You might see an opportunity here. You might be seeing opportunity here. I need buyers. I don't see buyers at all. If you see right here, that I will take a buy, but I don't see buyers. The volume of the buyers is really low, so yeah, it might go lower. I don't see buyers. So no volume, no trade. And now we got liquidity levels. I need the buyers to get in if I want to buy. It's a nice SMT right now. Okay, now we have buyers. Yeah, I'm taking that long over there. You're aiming just for a 1 to 2. Let's see if this works. Yes, sir. Moving to break even just in case if we got a change on the volume, but it is looking good. Okay, $1,000 right there. Yes, sir. $1,400, just that easy, few minutes. This is how we do. This is how we do. Easy money. 3 accounts connected. This is $3,000 in less than 1 minute. Just wait, wait for everything to get aligned. Bro, this was 1 minute trade. 1 minute trade, bro. I want to see that. Era, ¿qué está pasando? Dile que esto es para rápido. In Puerto Rico we say friendo y comiendo. Esto es para rápido. Okay, everything got aligned. We got the absorption. We got the volume of the aggressor getting in. Easily 1, 2, 2. Get in and get out. So basically, to explain my trade, obviously I was looking for buys because the main momentum is bullish. We wait for the market open. We see that the market was getting down. It was getting to a level of liquidity. So this is the part that is really interesting. When you are looking the order flow, you want to see the aggressors getting in the market. Okay, you don't want to overexpose yourself. I saw that the price swept the liquidity, but then it made a lot of people could get caught here if they don't use the volume, because the price swept the liquidity and break the structure. And I want you to see the chart. It swept the liquidity here and break the structure. It was awesome. But when the price was doing the retest, there were no buying volume at all. So you don't want to get in there even if you have the setup, because you don't have buyers. If you don't have buyers, you will get stopped. So what I did, I wait all the way for the price to get again to liquidity, to the early buyers, and then the buyers get in the market. And that is when the magic happens. As soon as I saw the buyers getting in the market, I saw my setup. What was my setup? Let's go to the charts. Look, here the buyers were getting in the market. After taking those low, after taking the early buyers, here the magic happens. The buyers are getting in really strong, and here is when the magic happens. We got a what is this called? We got a SMT with the ES, and we have a IFBG right here. As soon as I saw that the buyers were getting in the market, I took that position. Aiming, as always, my 1 to 2. Why 1 to 2? Because even if you are grown on the direction, it usually hits TP. It hits target, even if you are grown. So that is what I like the 1 or 2, risk to reward. Because what I do is that I like to take advantage of the momentum, of the quick move of the markets. I want to get in, I want to get out real fast. Also, I have a runner right here on the Nikkei. Hopefully, it goes to take that liquidity. Hopefully, if that happens, I will get safe on the competition. Yeah, that competition, that TradeFi competition is really hard. They were guys like having $14,000 profit in the first day. It was crazy. So I don't know if you have any question about the trade. This was the trade. I made $1,400 on 3 accounts. So that means it's something like $4,000 in 1 minute. So that's awesome. AB, what do you think about the new Alpha Trader platform and 50% off? Okay, first of all, the 50% off is crazy. That is crazy. That is really good. The Alpha Trader platform, I did use it when it was a beta. It's really good. It's really intuitive. It's really for beginners to use it. It's really good for beginners because it's really easy to use. You know. How do you understand when volatility is growing at first, when distribution is starting, the AMD? Okay, so the volatility is one thing that sometimes is misunderstood. The volatility is here. So actually the volatility is getting low. It's not getting high. Sometimes the people think that when the price move aggressive, that is volatility, but it's not. Volatility is the way that the markets expand itself. Like when we have high volatility, we got the VIX, that is the volatility measurement on the S&P 500. If the volatility gets high, you are going to see more expansive move. Like you're going to see a 1 minute candle of 100 points. When the volatility is low, you are going to see less expansion, but hey, you're going to see really a violent move, not less, even in the Nasdaq, but there not will be that expansive as if the volatility is, let's say, on the 20, 25. Actually, the volatility even helps you with the direction. If the volatility is getting low, it helps the price to go up on the index. That means there's less fear and more expansion to the upside. But when volatility gets high, that means that the fear is more high. That is why sometimes the volatility is called the fear index. When the volatility gets high, you see that the price on the index drop real fast. But maybe what you are asking is how I know that the price is going to start moving aggressive is by understanding the market makers. The market makers, they have to respect some rules. And the first rule is how to say that in English? I'm sorry. They cannot lose money. They have to hedge the position. So what I do is I look at the market regimen. If I see that the dealer is short gamma, but the risk is neutral, that means it can go up and down. It doesn't matter the direction, but they will add volume to the momentum. That means that, oh, we got a change, and that is good. They have to add to that position. Let's say if the price starts to buy, and you have, let's say you have a how do I say this? You got a bias to the upside, and you see that the price start buying, they will add to that position. Okay. Look how the price went all the way to the major call volume, and it start to reject. This is how you understand the market makers. How do you understand when the volatility is growing at first? Okay, they were not on the gamma level. What do you mean? They were not on the gamma levels. Okay, I kept hearing Q1 tower alerts. If from you, this spoke about the Bookmap earlier. What platform are you using? So I use Bookmap. I will start using how is that called? Deep charts. I'm going to start using deep charts now. Those are the two. I don't have discount. I don't know if Riz and the people of Sharp Fanatics has discount on Bookmap, but maybe soon. Maybe soon I can arrange a meeting with the team. But deep charts, yeah, I think we're having something with them. And deep chart is really good. The deep DOM is awesome. Yeah, deep charts. I'm just gambling. Okay, bro. That's good. No, I haven't started using the deep charts. I'm gonna start using it now. I just talked today with Reese about that. I haven't used it yet. Right now I'm using Bookmap. This is the one. That's my dumb. So, man, it's really early. We finished so fast. We finished so fast. I like that guy, man. You're just gambling because I'm using 5 second charts. You don't even know what you're talking about. We are order flow trade. We even trade on ticks. We don't use. Sometimes we don't even use time charts. We're just using volume, bro. And on the 5 second and 15 second chart, I have made more than $500,000, bro. So yeah, let me gamble. If it makes you happy. So do you have any question at all? Yeah, and we got the Nvidia earnings, and we also have the FOMC minutes at 2 p.m. So yeah. This guy doesn't know anything, bro. We even trade in ticks. We don't even use time-based candles. Hello, could you please tell what do you look at the market makers index? So what I use for the market regime is this platform. It tells me basically the market regime, how the risk of the market makers. If they are neutral, that means they are comfortable on the position. They don't have to hedge. They just have to control. And here I got the gamma. And okay, if we got long gamma, they are going to be controlling the move. Let's say if we got long gamma and the price start to buy, they are going to sell against the price, and they are going to control. They are going to control the ranges. And here we got the dominance. Okay, that is the dominance of the market. Who is dominating the market right now? We got a call dominance. If we go to the premium flow, we can see on the QQQ, on the CRDT, that we got a moderate call dominance. That means that even though they are dominating the markets, the buyers are dominating, it's not a strong domination. And equal reverse, we can see some move to the downside. So yeah, we got if you are in long position, you have to be careful because that is a moderate dominance on the buyers. So when you have all these indicators, you can have like the best or the ideal move of the market for the day. Let's say if they are neutral, you have to be mind open that it can go either way. But if it's risk off, they are going to be they will have a tendency to the sell positions. If we got risk on here, they have tendencies to buys. And the dealer gamma, the long gamma and short gamma is how they're going to be playing against the market. Let's say if they are long gamma, they are going against the market. If the market goes up, they're going to sell, and vice versa. But if there is short gamma, they are going to add to the momentum. If the market sell, they are going to sell, and vice versa. But you always have to see who is dominating the market, because that will mark majorly how the market is going to move. Okay. Oh, even oye, me compré esta mierda. I just buy a stream deck So that will not happen again to me, and it's still happening, bro. I'm so sorry. I was talking about this, bro. This is the risk right now is neutral, but it can be risk off or risk on. And here is the gamma and the call dominance. As I was telling you, right here on the QQQ on the 0DD, we got a weak. Now it's a weak dominance of the buyer. That means that this can be reversed. This can be reversed. We might see some sales really soon. So yeah, have to be careful. Okay, let me see. Is there any indicator outside the bookmap to show gamma strengths like trade away, free access? I really don't know. They might be. They might not be that accurate because the gamma levels they come from the option markets and you have to pay some data. So it's really hard to find something free because that data costs money, you know. And yeah, I really don't know, but you can make a research on ChatGPT to see if you can find something. So any question at all? Man, Anthony, I'm sorry, bro. It was fast. I don't know. Les voy a hacer un chiste. I'm gonna make a joke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm 40 years old, bro. If I make a joke, it's a dad joke. It's going to be really bad. So, but something that I want to share with you guys, before I leave, is this. Recently I was on a trip to Costa Rica, and I was able to speak with a lot of traders. I was with Patrick Lovelace from PB Trading, with Blake, with Fede from Argentina, and with a lot of traders. And we spoke, and something that it hits me really strong is that it doesn't matter how success you are in trading, we all pass through one phase that is really important. I was talking with my community about this, and that phase is the that phase is the I call it the barrier, la barrera. It's a phase where you know you are good, you know there's an opportunity here, but it has been so much time and money and effort put it into this, and still you are not seeing any result at all, that it hurts. And then you start to questioning yourself if this is really for you, even though that you deep inside know that you can do it. The simple fact that you are not seeing any result at all, even though that you know that you are doing what you have to do, it makes you doubt. And that phase is a filter from the people that are going to be successful, from the people that are not going to keep going. And in that phase, every decision that you make has to be really intentional, because that simple phase is where everything changes. If you are in that phase right now where you say, man, I'm putting the effort, I'm doing back testing, I have good habits, I'm studying, I'm putting the work, and still I don't see results. I'm seeing progress, but I'm not seeing results. If you're in that phase, remember this: you have to be really intentional with every decision that you make. Every single one of the decisions that you make has to be aligned with the vision of the trader that you want to be. let's say if you want to be a professional trader, you know, make that vision in your mind. Visualize that trader, how it behaves. It over trades, it over leverage, it do revenge trade, it do back testing, it do journal. If that vision do all that things, like it's a really disciplined trader and do the journal every time, do it. Be like that vision. Be really intentional, because if you are able to pass that phase, that is when everything clicks, and that is when you're going to be seeing the real results, and your life will change. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when your life will change. So I will leave you guys with that. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for, you know, spend your time with me. We're having a giveaway, but you have to go to the Discord. You have to go to the Discord. So join the Discord. In the Discord, there's a button. I'm sorry, guys. Join the giveaway in the Discord. So, I have one question for my producer, because I was so off of the streams. Let me text you. Are we going to announce the winners here on the live stream or in the Discord? Man, I need to go to have a haircut. Okay, on the Discord, right? Or here? Okay, on the giveaway channel. So, remember, family. Okay. Where is giveaway channel right there? Okay. So we are giving away one Apex Traders account funding, traders funding account, one Alpha Capital, and 3 months of TradeZella. If you want to participate, get in the Discord. Hit the button to participate. There's only 47 people participating right now. Hit that like button. Hopefully you learn something from the liquidity. You learn something from the how the market makers behave. How can you take advantage of the second charts, even though that some people don't like it. I love the seconds, bro. I love the second charts. Like I've been so used to it that I even feel that they are like normal. I don't feel them like crazy at all. Even when you understand the order flow, it's really easy to read the seconds charts. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. And we are going to announce the winners on the Discord. So see you guys. Thank you, everyone. Win day today. Let's go.